Announces the world is at its inflection point amid the Afghanistan crisis, and migrants and immigrants don't have to be vaccinated.
Stay tuned to find out more next.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Derek Strom.
And I'm Ava Wainhouse. Welcome to Murrow News 8. President Joe Biden addressed the United Nations General Assembly today and says the world is at its inflection point. According to the Associated Press, Biden said each nation must work together quickly to tackle the lingering and significant issues of the COVID-19 pandemic, climate change, and human rights abuse.
It is a fundamental truth of the 21st century within each of our countries and as a global community that our own success is bound up in others succeeding as well. To deliver for our own people, we must also engage deeply with the rest of the world.
Ahead of his departure, the Biden administration also announced plans to ease foreign travel restrictions to the U.S. beginning in November.
Continuing with that, Immigration and Customs Enforcement says that they cannot force individuals that are in detention to get vaccinated, but that they do highly recommend it. ICE made these remarks after the Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich said that the government is favoring migrants who illegally cross the southern borders over federal employees, excusing them from the vaccine requirements even after they are released directly to the United States. Brnovich announced that he would sue Biden and his administration over the employee vaccine mandate.
Have been reported dead from COVID-19 in Latah County over the weekend. Idaho North Central District reported Monday the latest deaths were of one man and one woman, both in their 70s. COVID-19 cases were also on the rise over the last few days, with 36 new cases documented in Latah County. Whatcom County Public Health also reported 31 new cases of COVID-19 Monday. Fortunately, there have been 0 new deaths reported.
New audio from a 911 call in August is revealing another layer to a reported domestic dispute between Gabby Petito and her fiance, Brian Laundrie, during their cross-country trip. Police say there was no evidence to suggest that Laundrie struck Petito, but this 911 call suggests otherwise.
We're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute in Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white land, gentleman, about 5'6", beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what do you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by, and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Laundrie is still considered a person of interest in the case, but his whereabouts are unknown.
Graduates of the WSU College of Nursing shared their thoughts of working with patients with COVID-19, and the common response is that it is exhausting. Many of them said they feel under attack by people who don't believe in COVID or are against the vaccine. Kimberly Trower, a 2012 graduate, said the hardest part is seeing the community not have any comprehensive understanding of what is occurring in these hospitals.
There will be traffic delays on Grand Avenue in Pullman today. Crews are preparing the pavement near the old European restaurant. Flaggers will be directing traffic until roughly 4 this afternoon.
According to WSU Insider, an anti-icing technology developed by the university is being licensed by Fusion Corporate to help create environmentally sustainable snow and ice road treatments. A WSU team developed liquid anti-icers which incorporated grape extract and other agricultural waste, creating a substance that outperforms current non-organic snow and ice road treatments. The licensing company hopes to implement field trials for the product later this year.
A new wheelchair-accessible playground opened at Lena Whitmore Elementary School and can be used by students in the broader Moscow community. The ground is rubber tiles instead of bark that surrounds older playgrounds. This means there's no curb to keep the bark in, which prevented kids in wheelchairs from having access. The new equipment features a bucket swing, a merry-go-round, and a spiderweb tower.
A $9.2 million project at the Whitman County Courthouse in Colfax will result in most county offices being relocated over the next few weeks. Some offices will move across the street into the Warwick building, others will move into the public service building adjacent to the courthouse, while district court operations are expected to move into the old Pullman City Hall. The county commissioners approved lease agreements on Monday for the Warwick building and with the city of Pullman.
A virtual information session about a year-long fellowship with the National Nuclear Security Administration is taking place at 5 p.m. today. STEM graduate students are able to apply for the NNSA's Graduate Fellowship Program, which offers 65 paid positions annually. Those interested can register for the event on Handshake, and applications are open until October 1st. What do people have to say about the new Johnson & Johnson booster vaccine?
And where they're going to be located. Find out more when we come back.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
The wait for the announcement of where STUBBLEFIELDS' new location is finally over. Stubbies announced on Instagram that their new location will be where the lumberyard used to be. They also announced that they will host an event on October 1st and 2nd at 9 p.m. The caption read, "Let's work out the bugs before homecoming."
Johnson & Johnson announced today that a booster shot of its coronavirus vaccine can provide stronger protection from the virus. According to the company, the second shot of its vaccine received 56 days after the first dose provided 94% protection against the virus in the United States. According to the CDC, 14.8 million Americans have already been vaccinated with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Now we'll take a look at this week's weather forecast with Aspen.
Thanks, Derek. Today is extremely sunny outside, which was a nice surprise after we've had some cooler days this past week in Pullman. Today's high is going to be 75 with a low of 45. I do want to say, even though it is sunny out, it is a good idea to bring a light jacket as it starts to cool down when the sun goes down and when the wind picks up. Let's note that that sunset is at 6:47 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow is going to be slightly cooler than today, and we might see some clouds later in the afternoon and evening. Tomorrow's high is 73 with a low of 44. Tomorrow's also the official first day of fall, which we got a taste of this past weekend. Saturday had a pretty heavy rain. We also are starting to say goodbye to summer. You might see people no longer in shorts and tank tops, but instead they're starting to wear pants and even bring a sweatshirt or jacket around for the day. Let's take a look at the state map, which shows sunshine across the whole entire state. Over in Olympia in Seattle, they're seeing sunshine. This weekend is also the last weekend to attend the Washington State Fair over in Puyallup, and it looks like the sun is going to stick around for that. Yakima and Tri-Cities are seeing high 70s and low 50s. And then over in Spokane, it's similar to Pullman, but they have less of a breeze, so it feels a little bit warmer up there, and you might not need that light jacket. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. I'm going to step off the screen and let you take a peek at that. We do see sunshine the rest of the week, except for tomorrow when we might see some clouds. Over on Saturday, we are going to reach 80, so bring out your shades and enjoy the sunshine for the rest of the week. That's all I have for you today. Back to you at the desk.
Who will be the quarterback for WSU football?
And how about that Manners game? We'll be back with more in sports with Will Wixie next.
Nick Rolovich is still unsure as to who will have WSU's starting quarterback position. Rolovich had some words about Jared Guarantano's readiness in yesterday's press conference.
And, we got to see if Jared can go.
Rolovich had some words about, Rolovich also described Jaden DeLaura as day-to-day and Guarantano as a lot better. Cougar football faces off against Utah Saturday. The QB position is still up for debate. Wazoo volleyball showed out in the Thunderdome Classic last weekend. The Cougs swept the competition, going 3-0 in the outing. The Cougs beat UC Santa Barbara twice and VCU on Saturday. Cougar volleyball plays their next game at 6 p.m. tomorrow, where they face off against number 24 ranked Colorado, and then this Sunday at noon we'll see a matchup against number 6 ranked UW. Now that's a matchup you're not going to miss. And Cougar women's soccer has been on quite the streak lately. The Cougars are still undefeated on the road and are after gathering 2 wins in Colorado this weekend. Wazoo won 2-0 against Denver and 3-0 against Northern Colorado. Grayson Lynch scored 2 goals in the Northern Colorado game, and Nadia Cooper came away with 6 saves across both games. The Cougs' next game is in Arizona this Friday. Back to you guys.
Celebratory day in Moscow for a woman who turns 109.
Stay tuned to see how she celebrated.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Pearl Dealman turned 109 on Saturday. Pearl celebrated her birthday with her family at Ernie's Steakhouse. Lewiston Tribune says that Pearl's secret to living such a long life is, quote, just living right, I guess. Well, I think we should all take that advice. Thanks, Pearl. Thanks for watching Murrow News 8.
Have a great night.